the President of the Visakhapatnam Bar Association, Sri Rambabu, respected Honorable Chief Justice Sri Dheeraj Singh Thakurji, my respected brothers, elder brother Durga Prasad Rao garu, younger brothers Roy garu, Ravi garu, my good friend Sri Alapati Girdhar, the Principal District Judge, and everybody here who's on the dais. The problem, Durga Prasad garu, in elaborating now is that Sri K.V. Ramurthy talked about the great lawyers of Visakhapatnam. Sri Chimalapati Ravi talked about my city, the city of destiny. And Sri Roy garu presented all the demands that were to be presented by me. So there's nothing left for me to really elaborate, but I will do my little bit. Whenever I come here, my heart swells with pride. I am what I am, and I will continue to be what I will be because of this great bar association. Sir, every leaf that moves, every grain of sand, every brick that has gone into this building bears a resonant and a long history. A history that we have imbibed, a history that we have absorbed, a history that is making me stand before you and to speak. Less than a few days ago, sitting on a bench, hearing service matters, I was hearing an argument of a council with regard to a transfer matter. The state was in appeal. The state was arguing that transfer is a necessary administrative function. The court should not interfere. Counsel for the respondent was arguing when there is malice, when there is ill will, even in a transfer, the court should interfere. This argument I heard when I was a youngster in that room, sir, that was the first stadium. Sri D.V. Subbarao, my father, was appearing for an institution which transferred an employee. Sri M.S. Sastry was arguing there. 4 to 5 days later, I went to Guntur as the administrative judge for our conference and the workshop. One of the topics was about collateral, receiving an unregistered evidence, a document and evidence, collateral matters, etc. An unregistered lease deed, how should it be received? What is a collateral? In that room, sir, which was the first ADM, I heard C.P. Gauri Shankar Raju, a doyen of our bar, along with Sri Pathasad garu argument. It is these lessons which have stood me in good stead. It is these lessons which have taught me the rudiments of law, which I am so confidently and hopefully correctly espousing in the High Court of Andhra Pradesh. This is something I will never forget, and I will be eternally grateful to the bar of Visakhapatnam. A great number of cases, sir, were argued here. Your Lordship was asking me about the traditions of the bar. We had a public prosecutor called Sri Surabhi Venkatrao Naidu. A lady, it is known as the famous Fox murder case, sir. A lady was murdered on a running train. This gentleman, as the public prosecutor, sir, was in his car, which stopped at a railway gate. He witnessed the accused cross from one compartment to other, and he refused to prosecute the witness because he had some personal knowledge about the event. That was the famous Cox murder case of this city. A number of great Naxalite leaders like Nagabhushan Patnaik, Kanu Sanyal, were all tried in these courts. These were the leading cases of the city. Mr. Kandala Srinivasarao was also a leading public prosecutor. I think the first Naxalite conviction was thanks to you, sir. I hope there are nobody here from that side. Then when a boat was caught on the international waters, sir, somewhere far away from the coast of Visakhapatnam, the boat was purportedly belonging to the LTTE. It was intercepted by the Indian Navy, brought within the territorial waters of India, and the accused were prosecuted. The great doyen of our criminal bar, Sri N.V. Ranganathan, and Sri Ramurthy, who addressed us, tried the case. Sri K.T.S. Tulsi, the Additional Solicitor General, appeared for this Union of India, and he defended it in that very courtroom on top. This is a landmark decision that left from our district. It is reported in the Supreme Court cases also. This is the bar, sir, from which we come from. This is the bar to which we belong. And today, as a member of this bar, as somebody who witnessed all those great stalwarts, the N.V. Ranganathan striding those corridors like a colossus with his stream of juniors behind him. Sri Ravi Sastry garu was sitting on the little table talking to his clerk and the clients that he had on those tables. These are all the memories that come flooding back. These are all memories that we cherish. Watching Sri Sastry twist his robes and the little bands on his robes, still the answer that he wanted, got then retwisting them back. Then as juniors we knew this gentleman got the answer he wanted. And the impact of that answer would only be visible when the final submissions were made. These were the great stalwarts who walked on those corridors. These are the great stalwarts whose footsteps we are following. And we, the members of the Visakhapatnam bar, are truly, truly blessed to have been in a bar like this. It is my good fortune that I belong to this bar. And wherever I go, wherever I stand, without fear or favor, I say this: I am and I continue to be a proud member of this Visakhapatnam bar. Till my last breath, I will say it. I am what I am. I'm repeating myself, I know, but I am what I am because of this great bar. As far as destiny is concerned, it is a strange coincidence. Even last night, his lordship in a different context was talking about destiny. As the great poet or Hamlet said, there is a destiny that shapes our ends, rough you it how we will. Sri T.S. Thakur, the Chief Justice of India, was speaking from this very rostrum in December 2016 when he said, it is time a member of the district bar is elevated, and it is time somebody represents the district bar in the High Court. It is my good fortune that I am demitting office tomorrow, but I am here today in the presence of Sri Dheeraj Singh Thakur. This is destiny. I mean, somebody wished me well when I was about to be elevated, and somebody is wishing me well when I am about to demit my office. This is the destiny that shapes our ends, rough you it how you will. I also want to place on record my profound sense of thanks to all those who have contributed to this wonderful building. From a 3-4 court building, today you have a 10 court building. Although a lovely guest house that belonged to the judicial officers was also demolished, still, after walking through the building, my heart was really filled with joy. I remember how those courts were. I remember those old fans, those creaky tables, the horseshoe that would almost fall off. Yet, in that heat, in that inhuman conditions, officers of the judiciary, members of the bar, continued to render justice. I also want to place on record to my young friend, Sri N.V. Suman, who also in his own little way as the president, Srimati Jyotirmayi, who also did the puja, Sri Roy, who followed it up at various stages to ensure that the building has come up. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the result of a collective effort. We should all be grateful to every single member of this bar, every member of the judiciary, every member of the higher judiciary who made this dream a possibility. I don't want to take much of your time. I'm conscious of the fact that you're all waiting to hear. Even I'm eagerly waiting to hear Sri Dheeraj Singh Thakur. I will only, since Sri Ravi Chivalapati set the trend, I will only describe 2 recent incidents that I saw firsthand with His Lordship the Chief Justice. We were sitting in a meeting. It was not my subject. Lordship said, brother, you're finished. Why did you sit down? There was a discussion about finances going on. I said, sir, 3 of us are likely to vacate our houses. We are either transfer or retirement. The electricity bills have not been paid. So the landlord who rented out his houses is likely to face a difficulty because the bill will go on to him. Within the next 24 hours, Your Lordship ensured that the appropriate people were called, they were instructed, and the bills were paid. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that the chances of the landlord meeting His Lordship is absolutely 0. The chance that the landlord would thank His Lordship is absolutely or even less than 0. He does not even know who the gentleman is or who the landlord is. Yet he went out of his way to ensure that the landlord's bills were cleared, so that when the members of the judiciary vacate the house, there is no black mark on the judiciary for failing to pay the bills. This is the man that we are dealing with. Yesterday, I think members of the judiciary are also aware that he wanted every one of them who were standing there to leave, including the guards. When Jawaharlal Nehru said nature was partial to Kashmir, I thought he was only referring to the natural beauty or the natural endowments of Kashmir. Now I know even the people of Kashmir are very nice. His care, his concern, his very quiet and subtle way of operating will ensure that the AP judiciary and the AP courts are in safe hands. From tomorrow, I will be a bystander, but I will be a happy bystander. And I know for sure that as long as Sri Thakur Sahib is here, you are in safe hands. So continue to render your duties to the best of your ability and see that the temple of justice that is inaugurated today really remains a pure and a holy temple of justice. Thank you so much.